Barakat the Yahweh, Barakat the Yahushai. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom, wa baraki, and lahabakarim. Peace and blessings to the elect. Lord's will, this will be an edifying video. The Lord is visiting Egypt, okay? And that's America. All right, the Lord's about to destroy this place off the face of the earth. I'm just going to get a couple precepts. Lord's will, this be edifying. This is Salakia. This is the book of Amos, nigh. We're going to read verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I'll destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So the Lord's eyes is upon this wicked, sinful kingdom, which is America, and he's going to destroy it off the face of the earth. The way the Lord's going to destroy it is thermonuclear fire. But before the Lord destroys it by way of thermonuclear fire, he's going to send all types of plagues upon it, okay? And one of those plagues is the pestilences, okay? Something way worse than this coronavirus, all right? Different types of pestilences are going to hit the soil. Famine, there's going to be a famine. Earthquakes, sedition among men, rioting, civil war, martial law. All this is coming to America, it's coming to the planet Earth, okay? Because of the evil, the wickedness that America has been doing since its inception, all right? Now let's get that. The way America was conceived. This is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. It says, So ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiled the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. America was founded on the bloodshed of the Native American, the Northern Kingdoms, the Latinos and Native Americans. And then it was built upon the bloodshed of the Southern Kingdom, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. Okay? So this land is polluted with the blood of the saints, with the blood of the Israelites. All right? And it says what? And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So the only way for this land to be cleansed is the death of all these Edomites, the complete destruction of Edom. And that's what's going to happen, okay? America's going to be completely destroyed, all right? I got to get that since I said it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. And I'll just start at verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So the Israelites, okay, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are Israel. Israel goes to the Hebrew Yasha Allah. He's a prince of God. All right, and when we broke the Lord's laws, what did the Lord do? He put us in slavery, put us in captivity under this demon, all right, the so-called white race, all right, and we drank the cup of slavery. But it says, whose judgment was not to drink of it, because as Israelites, as the princes of the power, we were created to enjoy the earth, man. We were created to be kings. We were created to rule over the earth and have slaves, not to be slaves, all right? It says, now shall thou altogether go unpunished? Now the wicked, the Edomites, the scriptures say the Lord loves Jacob and he hates Esau. The Lord loves Jacob, and Jacob went into slavery, and the Lord hates Esau, you so-called white people, all right? Starting with the wicked elite, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, so on and so forth. If he hates them, and they've committed all these iniquities and sins upon the planet Earth, are they not going to be punished, man? It says, thou shalt surely, it says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So the so-called white man's kingdom is going to be utterly wasted, utterly destroyed. And not only is it going to be utterly wasted and utterly destroyed, but they're going to go into hardcore slavery. Okay, and not only are they going to serve hardcore slavery for 1,000 years, but after that 1,000-year period is up, they're going to be burnt up forever and ever and ever. All right? Just, that's a Apostle recall. All right, now, verse 13. It says, For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, and a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. All right, so Basra is a chief city in Edom, and the Lord said he swore All right, the scriptures say in I believe it's in James, it's in the New Testament, that the Lord swear by himself because there is no greater. There's no one higher than the Most High. So he can only swear by himself. And the Lord's scripture say that the Lord is a man that he cannot lie. It says that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. So the Lord is going to completely, America's going to be, it's going to be empty, never inhabited again. All right, it's going to be completely empty and not inhabited. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 13. Because, you know, everyone, these Edomites, they're panicking and all this stuff over, you know, like Apostle Gabar says, a hoax. Wait until the judgment of the Lord really comes down on this place, man. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read a couple verses in 13. This whole chapter is good, but I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna read verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So there's nothing America can do to take that wrath and the anger from the Medes, all right, which are the Russians, the modern day Russians. They're gonna shoot missiles, all right, to destroy America, all right. And matter of fact, I'm just gonna read a couple verses earlier in this chapter. I'm not gonna read the whole chapter, just a couple verses. This is Isaiah 13. I'm gonna read verse 3 through 6. It says, I've commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. So the sanctified ones are the men of the Lord, the prophets of the Lord that teach this word. And the Lord has commanded us and sanctioned us. Okay, he sanctified us through this word. The scriptures say that I sanctify you through that word. All right, so believing in this word and having this word, that's how the Lord has sanctified us, cleansed us, kept us separate. It says, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. And the mighty ones are the angels, the holy angels. And you go to Revelation, the 7th chapter, it speaks about how the Lord has angels holding back the winds of destruction. Okay, because the angels of the Lord are going to be the ones guiding these missiles and making sure they hit America and don't miss. Verse 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. All right, so these missiles are likened unto a great people, and they're going to be making a very loud noises, man. When they travel through the air, they're going to make loud noises, and they're going to make super loud noise when they actually touch down. All right, verse 5, it says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven. That's how you know it's talking about the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missile, because it's going to travel from far countries, from the end of the earth. It says, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So these missiles, these thermonuclear missiles, are the weapons of the Lord's indignation. And we know that indignation is the Lord's righteous anger. And the Lord's going to use these missiles to destroy this wicked kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. Verse 6, it says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And the word howl means to scream with a high-pitched voice, man. Just to show you the seriousness and the severity of what the Lord is about to do. These people aren't howling yet. They're getting scared. All right, but wait until the Lord finish his will. Because the Lord is going to do his will. He's going to do all his pleasure, like it says in another book in Isaiah. All right, now this is Isaiah 13. And I'm going to read verse 18. It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. These missiles, they're not going to discriminate. If you left on this land, if you're not being delivered by those chariots of the Lord, all bet is off, man. You're going to be destroyed. The scriptures say that your eyes shall melt and your holes and your tongue shall melt in your mouth. This is what's coming to America for all the wickedness, for the slavery of the Lord's people, for the homosexuality that it promotes, and all the sins and abomination that is done in this land. All right, the Lord has had enough. The scriptures say the sins have reached unto heaven. The Lord is done with this. He's done playing games, man. All right. Verse 19, it says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. That's right, because Babylon, modern day Babylon, which is America, is also spiritually Sodom. All right. The homosexuality, the transgender, the trend, all that stuff has gone up at a rapid rate, and the Lord hates that. That stuff is an abomination. And when the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, it was supposed to be an example of what not to do. All right, and the Lord destroyed ancient Sodom by way of fire. And that's why the Lord is going to destroy this place by the way of fire. All right, from heaven. Verse 20 says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So it's never going to be inhabited again. All right. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. So, you know, different unclean beasts and unclean creatures. All right, they're going to be in America, in this land. Okay. But it's never going to be inhabited again, because it's going to be the testimony. It's going to be the witness of the Lord's anger and what the Lord does. All right, if you sin, if you transgress his law. All right. And Lord's will, this is edifying to whoever came across and heard this video. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well and who was taught this truth. Shalom, wa baraki, and lahabakari, peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.